But first of all, can we just congratulate the fact that I've posted another video in the space of a month? I thought maybe I would post some videos, you get? Because I thought maybe I should start like a little stepping out of my shell, you know, journey type. Do you know what I mean? Today we're going to be making a smoothie, a carrot, mango, lime, orange, banana, pineapple smoothie. It doesn't sound like unusual, but you know, I think it's really good for your health. It's not for me personally, but it's just really good for your health, and it also just gives me an excuse to record another video. So let's get into it. Let's go. We're gonna VoiceOver. Right, so first of all,
I am not a professional.
Thank you. So first what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with our mango nini, you get me? So we're gonna peel off, you know, the peel, because obviously, as you should know at your big age, the wrapper is not edible, alright? It's just not edible. Okay, so then we're gonna get our mango, we're gonna wash it, make sure it's nice and clean, remove all the bacteria on my mother, and then we're going to start slicing. I usually start with the top because it makes it easier for me to see where the seed is, because the seed of a mango is never like directly in the middle. It's always maybe to the left, to the right, up, down, fucking vertical, man. So we're gonna slice it up, but the trick is, and it's not even a trick, it's just common blood clot sense, you gotta make sure that you make the pieces, like you cut them around the seed so that you get all the mango that you need. And even if you don't manage, you can always recut, because who's gonna judge you? Not me, not your dad, and not your mum. Right there, and look at that, you've got beautiful things. Then we're gonna put it in the bowl. Yeah, we're gonna call this the bowl of sweetness, because it's just gonna be sweet fruits in here, organic fruits, you hear me? So yeah, we're gonna throw them all in, and then we're gonna hop on to our next fruit, which is going to be the pineapple. Right, now one thing that always gets me about a pineapple, yeah, is that it's just so beautiful. It's pretty, sometimes it's green, sometimes it's yellow, and it's hard on the outside but so sweet and succulent on the inside. Some people say that about all fruits, but me no care. Anyway, I'm going to peel it off camera, but I'm going to give you guys the privilege to see me cut it at the top. Do you understand? You see this? Yeah, that little flower bit, we're going to cut it with my trusty old knife type shit. You know, I've got a degree on this knife, mate. But before I cut it, I'm going to give you guys the privilege to see the ASMR. Okay, now it's time to get slicing and dicing, mate. It's not going to be pretty. Do you hear that? Oof, it's like cutting down a tree, but look at that beautiful interior. Oof. Right, now that I've finished cutting it, it's time for me to take away the dirt so that we can have a clear station to start slicing and dicing our pineapple. You see that? Beautiful. But what we're gonna do, yeah, we're gonna cut it into three. I mean three. You know, like how there's 3 Powerpuff Girls? Yeah, we're gonna cut it into 3 slices. But then within the slices, we're gonna cut them into like 3 groups. Do you understand? But obviously, because I have like a soft spot for you, man, yeah, I'm gonna feed you just as I should, because like whose dad wouldn't want to feed you guys? I just love you guys so much. Yeah, take a bite. Anyway, that's enough. Put it down, mate. Now we've got to cut them into little dices, yeah, because obviously, regardless of the fact that we're going to be blending and rending and doing a madness, yeah, we've got to make sure that it's still blendable in a sense. Like, you can't have your fruit too small or too big, or else the blender's just going to have a hard time. We're trying to make it smooth and easy on my mother. And just like that, we finished slicing and dicing our pineapples, and we're going to slide them in to the bowl of sweetness. All right, so now we've got a combination of the pineapple and the mangonini, because the pineapple and the mangonini, yeah, they're all going together in a wonderful, sweet, lovely smoothie. But next, we're gonna crack on with our carrots. Right, now when I think carrots, I think rabbits, I think Easter, I think eggs, I think chocolate. Doesn't make any sense, but really and truly, who really cares? Do you understand? So we're gonna cut them up, right? We're gonna cut them up nicely into like the same type of sizes that we did for the, for the pineapple, because the things with carrots, although they're like really hard, like they're just really solid fruits, they're not really squishy and juicy like the others. Wait, I swear it's a vegetable though. I can't remember. Do you know what? Insert some fucking information on the right hand side, Shanice Gumbo. Thank you. But yeah, right now as I'm recording, yeah, I have no blood clot idea if a carrot is a vegetable or a fruit, mate. But can we please hop on to the next one, because I'm embarrassing myself. Right, after that little bit of embarrassment, my bad, Shanice, we're going to switch on to our oranges. Do you get what I mean? I know for a fact an orange is a fruit, so I don't even need to be corrected on this one. But with this very cutesy orange that you see right here, we're gonna peel it, alright, because the, you know, like the skin, it makes the smoothie have a really unsavory taste and texture. So Shanice, go ahead, do your cool little transition. There we go, looking cutesy, looking demure. Right, so we're gonna cut it into 4, because obviously that's just the tradition with oranges. And then we're gonna further slice them, 3 times, just to give it the same size as the pineapple. And also because, like I said, you don't want your fruit too small, neither do you want it too big to cause a hindrance and disturbance and a bit of a complication with the blender, you see. Regardless of the fact that the blender is a very strong tool, managed to blend a cat, but we just don't want to go there. We want to keep it nice and easy for the man. Right, just gonna slide them into the bowl of sweetness, join its fellow colleagues, and look at that. Beautiful. It's giving sunset color. Now we've got our banana nanas, you get what I mean, the banana nas. This is a very easy procedure, doesn't need anything too hard. You just peel, and the peel is very easy. A blood clot 2-year-old could do it. Then you throw away the peels because we don't need the skin. Again, we're gonna peel. This one was a bit stubborn, so I had to do a little bit of a madness, although it made it easier. Then we throw away the peel. Then what you're gonna do, you're gonna put them together and you're just gonna slice and dice them, Sharon. Do you get what I mean? Because bananas are really, really soft, but with a very different texture to other fruits, therefore declining its privilege to be called juicy. Doesn't really matter, but we're gonna slide that into the ball of sweetness on my mother, and just look at that. Right, it's just looking beautiful, mate. Can't stop looking. But we have an apulala to deal with. I didn't mention the apple before because it was too small to see as I was trying to make the smoothie name, but don't judge me because that's a bit rude. After you wash your apple, yeah, beautiful, nice and glistening with that waxy skin, you're gonna slice and dice them, Sharon. But this apple was actually looking a bit juicy. It was looking a bit too crisp for the man them. But obviously that wasn't enough for me to give it mercy to not be sliced and diced. Alright, fun fact about me, I love apple juice, but I just can't digest an apple without it being juiced. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the body, the skin, the autonomy of it. I just don't know. It just makes me a wee sick. Start throwing up all over the place. It gets a bit messy. It gets a bit unsavoury. Not classy. Not cutesy. And not demure. Anywho, we're going to slide them into the bowl of sweetness, as you may know, and just look at that tropical colour, mate. It's just gorgeous. You got your oranges, you got your carrots, you got your banana, you got your pineapple, and you got your mango. But as you can see, I just pulled out a blood clot line, mate. We're going to slice this into quarters, alright? But I'm not just gonna dash it in there like I did with the rest of the fellas, you see. I'm gonna squeeze it on top. Do you know what I mean? Just mix the flavour so that everyone's just combining with everyone looking cutesy, looking classy, looking demure, and also tasting amazing.
You got your ball of wonders and your seasoning. And now it's time to get blending.
Hey y'all, so now it's time to put everything in the blender. So let's get into it. Let's go. Smells good, but we've got a long way to go. And just like that, that is the last blend. Do you hear that? So that's the last blend. As you can see, the color kind of changed from a really bright orange pigmentation to like a cream peach kind of pigmentation, which is kind of very cool to watch, which means we had like more of a carrot overload in the beginning, as you can see, compared to the two, and then it just changed colors. But yeah, that's the smoothie done. But obviously I think you guys want to see me try it, so let's try it. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit, that's them mixed up. Gonna mix it. I don't really like smoothies that are not sieved, but yeah, let's try it. Yeah, I think if it was like no little bits in them, it would be really nice to me. But I'm just very picky. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. And I hope to catch you next time. This was just a video at the beginning of my journey, conquering my greatest fear, which is... And yeah, I love you guys a lot. See you in the next video. And as you know, out of all people, where young and live, money keep on coming in. Ooh, I don't have any money. Oh, the video's still going.